My new favorite thing in the entire world is literally just going in with Dr. Aphra, fighting Galactic Legends, and seeing if I can win. Clearly, stunning my girl turn one is, let's just call it a suboptimal play. I think suboptimal would be very loosey goosey with how optimally sub that this is, but I've basically just been beating up on Galactic Legends ever since I got Aphra, and let me tell you, it is a blast. I have not had more fun in this game than playing with this character. I have played with a lot of characters. I, let's just say, have accounts with every single character in the game on them, so I can test stuff and have some fun and do some wild and wacky things. Been playing for years, definitely done a lot in those years, but there is literally nothing more fun than playing with Dr. Aphra. And it's not even that she is so unimaginably awesome and just completely romple stomps people all the time. It's just fucking fun. You know what I mean? Like it's straight up just a blast. Like there's no other way to say like there's no other way to put it than it's just enjoyable. Like assuming I should have revived there, but whatever. Um, Assuming that SOKR doesn't delete her right now, like, oh, well, I guess we'll just not revive because he's going to not let us do that because I'm super smart. Um, but, like, just being able to beat people up mercilessly with a character that, like, almost no one has because people just don't want her, it's just, oh, it's so good. I've been beating up SOKRs all morning just for fun. Let's see what else we can, just to kind of prove that. Let me please say there's a non. Okay, I don't know if I can beat Kenobi. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I'll take a C, I guess. Why is there so many goddamn SLKRs? Let me get a JML or something. All right. This is a interesting C team. Well, I guess it's not it's not GAC, so they can't go Treya Savage. Why is Wampa? Okay, I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to fight it because it's going to be fun. The reason that I like this team is just it's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like it does a lot of weird, wild stuff. Like there's armor shreds, there's summons, there's revives, there's crazy damage output. With BT, there's obviously bonus turns with the Datacron. You get to use Vader. There's unique mechanics that you don't use a lot in Siphon. You can get some stacks of translation. It kind of strikes all of the boxes of things that make this game fun. You know what I mean? Like, you get to play the game. You get to experience good things, and you get viability, and it's not a fucking Galactic Legend. Like, it didn't take me 35,862 years and 10 days and 6 months and 4 weeks and 32 seconds and 9 fortnights to get this character. It was actually a surprisingly quick farm. We used GAC crystal winnings, used shipments, got a team together. It was relatively easy to mod. The characters are strong. It gave me a home for Darth Vader, which is fantastic because I also just unlocked Starkiller as well. So now Darth Vader kind of has a home outside of that EP Mara T that we were kind of rocking with. Is there any hope whatsoever to beat a JMK? You know what? This is not a optimal JMK team, but we're gonna try it anyway. And this isn't even like the best version of this team. Like I like in TB3, I put in General Grievous instead of IG. Because I think it still hits all of the same like dark side droid requirements. Plus, Grievous is a little bit better than IG, and it's actually been pretty fantastic because with all the revives, you get a lot of droids, they die. You know what happens when droids die? Grievous takes AOE's, and you just kind of like AOE the team down. You hit big hits, you reduce cooldowns, you do all sorts of wild and wacky things. It's just fun. I don't know what to say other than this team is fun. Now, assuming Kat doesn't delete Vader or Aphra and instead goes for a droid, which I'll be honest, she might probably go for Vader because, that would kind of recreate there we go. Okay, well, that was a droid. I do believe that allows me to revive. I am 69.5% sure that I will be able to, well, I guess I did cooldown reduction instead of revive. But assuming that we survive long enough to take another turn with a droid, give her a bonus turn, or she gets her own turn, we should be able to bring our boys back? Question mark. Just tell me that isn't enjoyable. Like whether or not I'll actually be able to beat every single Galactic Legend. I've beaten JMLs. I've beaten SLKRs, I've beaten Cs, and not just like that shitty C team, like a real C team. Like I did it in GAC against a real C team. And I don't have any, well, I guess Aphra has her Omicrons in GAC, which makes her a lot better. But so JMLs, SLKRs, Cs. I've beaten a couple Jabbas. I know she's obviously the Jabba counter, so that's kind of easy, but I don't see a ton of Jabbas, so it doesn't come up as frequently as, it otherwise would. Please say she didn't, okay. What have I not taken? I haven't taken it against Rey. I do not believe, off the top of my head, I have taken it against Rey. I am not 100% sure. And what other Galactic Legend am I missing? Lord Vader. I may have done a Lord Vader battle in GAC. I cannot remember off the top of my head, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So I don't want to misspeak and say that it can beat Lord Vader. But I would imagine with the Omicrons and the busted Datacron and just the fact that the team fucks, there's probably some viability there. I would imagine Squad Arena. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Oh, he doesn't even have... Okay. I was like looking for the answer, and the answer was that he doesn't have his alt. Okay. I jumped the gun a little bit there. I may or may not have jumped the gun just a little bit there. All right. I guess he didn't have his alt. Let's find someone who actually has their alt. Did he have his alt? No, he wasn't. He wasn't gold, so no alt. I don't know. Confusion. All right. Let's pick up a JML just to finish this off. God, it's just so good. It's just so good. And not only is it so good, it's so fun. Like, say what you will about any other character in this gosh dang game. I think they absolutely hit it out of the park. Absolutely hit it out of the park with this team. It doesn't really steal from much because, like, IG and Vader didn't really have a home in terms of, end game meta. I'd say Aphra is very much you just hit the end game, you need a couple of backbone teams kind of character, you know what I mean? It's just so beautiful. It's so perfect. It's so robust. It punches up, it punches down, it punches left, it punches right. It just does all sorts of wild and wacky stuff, and it just makes me so damn happy. All right. Let's go. Come on, punch stuff. Shoot. Yes, so cooldowns. Siphon, all sorts of good stuff. Yep, let's give a shock maybe. Maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of AoE. Doesn't really do much to have you here, but whatever. Dude, we might just straight up get screwed, yeah. I was going to say, we could just get screwed by Jedi Knight Revan not being able to get around this taunt. That is the one unfortunate thing, is that this little boy and these little girls cannot figure out their disputes with this taunt. But I guess we're just going to AoE and just absolutely, oh my goodness. Like this, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot. It's just, I don't know what to tell you guys. That's hot. That's hot.